Just want me breaking your sweat. You're falling into me, touch me. I swear you would do anything that I want. So keep us awake till the dawn. Baby, feel free. I wanna make you sweat on me.
What's up to the two of you who are watching?
I have to smile every time I see Tiffany hold up a water bottle in that intro.
That was me on the background. Welcome to our penultimate. Is that how you say it right? Is that the right word? Penultimate episodes before our finale. Episodes 12 and 13. 12 is movie review. 13 is crazy news reports.
Smash them together.
Gonna be a fun night. We smashed them together.
Smashing them together.
Clearly, as you guys can see, Kevin is not here yet. He is just a little bit delayed, which is why we had a delay. But he shall be here before you know it.
Movie review without Kevin.
We got some hellos. We're gonna start with hello.
Hi, King.
And then Sherry.
Queen. I've hung up all your baby clothes.
So
thank you for sending non-newborn things, Sherry, because my child is a giant. He is a giant.
So that onesie I got not gonna fit him.
No, but it will, because it was what, 6 months?
Oh, I don't know.
He's probably gonna wear that home. Like
I feel like it's been forever since we did an episode, even though it's only literally been legit a week.
Just 1 week. Yeah, well, no, awesome. Now we're back.
Yeah, now we're back. Chrissy, how have you been? How's your week? How's everything going?
I am tired, fat, and uncomfortable, but I'm okay. So wait, what's today? The 4th. Oh, may the 4th be with you. I have.
May the 4th be with you, and also with you. Sorry.
And with your spirit, if you're Catholic, period. Yeah, I have like 3 weeks left of work until they let me leave, so that's cool. And I'm getting my hair done this weekend, so that's cool.
So what's the actual saying? May the 4th be with you. What's the Catholic version? May peace be with you.
Maybe. Oh yeah, if it's like for church, may peace be with you.
Peace be with you. Peace be with you. Also with you. May the 4th be with you. Also with you.
With you. There were kids carrying like lightsabers around school today. And I totally forgot about it because I'm not like the biggest Star Wars fan. And then somebody turned on like the sound. They had like the sound. I was like, yeah. And I was like, oh yeah, that's what it is.
My elementary school did today. My old elementary school did a thing where when students got off the bus, Darth Vader was waiting for them at the door.
Aw, that's cute.
And then there was like Han
How
Solo.
little were they?
Kylo Ren elementary school.
Some really little ones might be scared of Darth Vader.
Kylo Ren was there. It was kind of fun. I can officially say I'm done with my first year of grad school.
Oh my god, that's big.
We just finished it. So I just finished it. I wrote a 13-page paper last night. Let's go.
One night? Yeah.
Yeah, I wrote it in one night. I'm really just trying to stall time until Kevin gets here.
Kevin, I mean, we can start. It's not gonna be. I need the Kevin. I need the hand gestures. I need the excitement. I need knowing all the names of the directors. I need him to be like, "Wow, I saw this movie like 2 years ago," but then he remembers every detail exactly.
Yeah. He's here.
You love Kevin for that reason.
He's here.
Yay!
It's like he heard you speak. Hello,
Kevin.
That was my name, and now I'm here.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Falk.
Kevin, welcome. I know you just got back from seeing yet another movie. Don't tell me anything about it. I know it's the new Guardians of the Galaxy, isn't it?
Yes, I did. I did see that.
Is it good? That's all I need to know.
Yes, it's very good. It's very good.
Is it a good fitting ending?
I would say so, yes.
Cool. Everyone, it's time for the normal question. What are you drinking tonight? Kevin?
It's a strawberry lemonade.
Okay.
Sparkling orange juice.
I got
Harper.
a soda. But
A
I
Coke and a
also,
A Coke and a coffee, I'm sure.
No.
Not a sponsor.
No. Like, no, hold on. I gotta figure out where this button is. I don't know my button anymore. Hold on.
Just watch me breaking.
All right. And also, it is time for our favorite segment. Name the
There it
coffee flavor.
Woo!
Ooh, that's different.
I feel like it's like a mocha today.
Yeah.
Because when I got here, it was like chocolatey looking on the bottom.
I'm gonna also say a mocha.
No, the flavor is honey vanilla.
Ooh.
Oh, that's the drink they were talking about. That was that a tea? It was like some kind of honey infused thing. They were really big on it when they were here.
I don't remember.
It was like, I forget what they were saying, but they really liked it. It was like one of their favorites when I asked them their favorite drinks.
Well, guys, as always, this show is brought to you by Birkin Brewing Company. Birkin Brewing Company is a coffee trailer planted right here in Warrensburg, Missouri. Woman-owned and operated, brewed just for you. Kevin is like chowing down. I don't know if it's Panera. I'm just going to say it's Panera.
I had Panera last week.
Always
Panera.
someone eats food on this podcast. Always. Always.
Oh, I was very close today. I was cutting it real close. There was a chicken wing like still in my mouth at like 6:55.
Well, it's funny because speaking of food, at the end of today's episode, I have something from Birkin Brewing Company from Lena. So that I'm going to try. So
Queen.
Flying them at the end of the beginning. Anyway, Birkin Brewing Company, brewed just for you, woman-owned and operated. If you guys go watch our show and go visit them at the podcast and visit them at the trailer and mention that we sent you from the podcast, you'll receive 50 cents off your first order. Follow them on Instagram at birkinbrewingcompany.com. I'm butchering this all around the board today. At Birkin Brewing Co. Yeah. I think that's right. I think I'm done. Cool. Anyway, for tonight's episode, we're looking at two movies, Interstellar and Booksmart. And if anyone ever noticed our graphic, I put the Mexican promo image for Booksmart and not American.
I'm just noticing that now. That's really funny.
Anyway,
Cinco de Mayo tomorrow.
yeah, Cinco de Mayo. Hey, we are going to start with this is why I love the show, because anything can happen here. I'm going to start with Interstellar and with Booksmart. So give us 1 second. I gotta get all my shit ready because I didn't have anything ready for this. Let us take no. Let us do this.
Little late, Coop. Yeah, we had a flash.
It's an Indian surveillance drone. Solar cells power an entire farm.
What'd you do, Murph?
She didn't do nothing.
Murphy's Law. You're a well-educated man, Coop. And a trained pilot.
And an engineer.
The world doesn't need any more engineers. We didn't run out of planes and television sets. We ran out of food.
Dad, why did you name me after something that's bad?
Oh, we didn't.
Murphy's Law.
Murphy's Law doesn't mean that something bad will happen. It means that whatever can happen
nothing in our solar system can help us.
Now you need to tell me what your plan is to save the world.
We're not meant to save the world. We're meant to leave it. And this is the mission we were trained for.
I've got kids, Professor.
Get out there and save them.
I have no idea when you're coming back.
I'm coming back.
We must reach far beyond our own lifespans. We must think not as individuals, but as a species. We must confront the reality of interstellar travel.
Murph, I love you. Forever. I'm coming back.
Ooh! First off, gotta say before we do this, I have watched this movie now 3 times, and I just now noticed that Timothy Chalamet plays his son.
Oh shit! I didn't even realize that.
His son is Timothy Chalamet.
Oh wow.
I never noticed that. It's because Timothy
yeah.
Chalamet finally grew into his face. So
Yeah.
hold on. Let me see if I can find an image of him in the movie.
That's always cool when like you look at like older films with like actors that are now well known. You're like, oh my god, they were in that.
Here, okay, hold on.
I remember when I was halfway through watching, because I never saw this, and Rob had, and he walked in the room and he's like, wait for it, Matt Damon's coming. And then like Matt Damon just pops out of nowhere.
There.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look at the babies.
There he is.
He's little baby Timothy Chalamet.
No babies.
Anyway, as always, we are going to start with Kevin.
Okay, so I want to preface with this one that it has been a long time since I watched this movie, and I was like ready to do a rewatch for this one. I just unfortunately didn't have the time to do it due to all the sheer amount of stuff that I've been watching lately. I just couldn't find time to fit this movie in. And the reason that for me it was like so important for me to rewatch this movie is because, and many people have said this is one of those films where when you watch it a first time, it is very hard to fully grasp like how you feel about it, because I feel like, and I remember when the movie came out, a lot of people were going into it thinking this was just going to be like a typical like outer space movie. It was going to have like these, you know, it was going to have all these like crazy action sequences and things like that. And that's not really what this movie is at all. This is a far more this is a like introspective and personal film, really just about the consequences. What happened?
You were like about the consequence.
You guys just like froze on me. I was like, what the hell?
I was looking at something for like my notes. For this. All of a sudden, I heard him just stop, and I went, "Did I lose connection?" No. Okay.
Oh, that's so funny. Okay, but what I was trying to say is like this is a far more like personal and introspective look at this man who is going through space travel and kind of showcasing the consequences of what can happen as a result of that. Obviously, you know, I think a big thing people are going to talk about is the way this film focuses on like space time versus like regular time, where he feels like he's been traveling just for a little bit, but his, you know, kids have grown up significantly and he's missed a lot of time in their lives. I mean, I think that part of the film is very profound, very powerful in that way. Obviously, you know, the big, spoilers, of course. I thought we put that up in the beginning, but I guess not. But yeah, I think obviously the scene where, he's crying over his daughter being grown up it's very famous now. A lot of people use that for like various memes and things like that, but it is such a powerful scene. And Matthew McConaughey is just phenomenal in this film. This was when he was like fresh in what people like to refer to as the McConaissance. And this was definitely like one of his top films. And I think he just really kills it here. Anne Hathaway is really great here too. All the performances are fantastic. I know you mentioned Matt Damon before, but like that's the definition of how you put in a well-known actor in a cameo, and you don't make it about the cameo. You just naturally fit them into the film. And I think they do that very well with Matt Damon here. It doesn't feel like you're doing a Leonardo DiCaprio in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, like, oh, it's that person. It doesn't feel like that. It feels very natural in that way. And I think they do a good job with that. Obviously, the visuals are just absolutely out of this world. It's insane how they were able to convey this film. Christopher Nolan just always blows me away when it comes to the way that he constructs films. He is so precise when it comes to technical perspectives. And this was really like the first film where he was like really playing around with sound. I joke with my best friend about this all the time. The scene in the movie where it's like this jet plane that comes in like very early on might be the single loudest thing I have ever heard in a theater. I still will never get over how loud that noise was of like that plane entering. It was
drone.
Yeah, like very early on when like that jet is like passing by, it was insane. I will never forget how loud that was. And I think it's just a testament to, again, how good Christopher Nolan is with sound. Now, I will say, in some films, it has become a detriment lately, but I've always just appreciated how immersive, he helms his films. And when it comes to sound design, especially, I mean, I think this film is really great. From a directing perspective, all that's really great. Other than that, though, like, it's really hard to talk about this movie, like I said, because I think there's a lot of complex themes, a lot of complex ideas that I really want to do a rewatch. I'm honestly really overdue for a rewatch on this film. So I'm just going to kind of leave it at that. I think this film is fantastic. I think, when you have a film like this where you can watch it multiple times and you'll get something different out of it every time, really just a testament to how well written it is, how well directed it is. It's not like other space films of its kind. It really is trying to do something distinctly different. And I think that's why audiences were not turned off by it, but were kind of like caught off guard by it at first. Because I remember when it first came out, people were like, this isn't what I thought it was going to be. And no, it's not. It's, like I said, a far more it's far more patient of a film than I think people were expecting. And I think it honestly is all the better for it. In terms of a grade, like I said, it's been a long time since I've rewatched it. I'm just going to go ahead right now and give it an A. I think this is a fantastic film. Christopher Nolan remains one of the best out there, and this is a perfect example of that. Can't wait for Oppenheimer, by the way.
Chrissy.
Okay, so I watched the movie over the weekend, and kind of like what Kevin was saying, like, I thought it was going to be a science fiction, like, space travel, which it kind of was, like, space exploration movie, which I can't always get into. I liked Passengers, but kind of was like, some parts were kind of like that. But it ended up being more like a dystopia. So it's like, all right, we're in the future, and we're not getting that much more food on this planet, so what are we going to do? Instead of having, like, Hunger Games districts or, like, rationing food, they're, okay, let's look for where we can find life elsewhere. So I thought that was, like, an interesting take on it, and I liked how it went back and forth, kind of, like, checking in with Matthew McConaughey's kids that were still Earthside, Murph and Tom, that were still Earthside. There were a couple parts where I felt like it was like getting slow, but whenever I felt like that, then something big would happen. Like Matt Damon ending up on the spaceship because they kind of like picked him up from the failed mission. I thought the robot character was really funny. How he could just, it was kind of like almost like Star Wars, may the fourth be with you. How he could just kind of like run around and pick things up. I thought that was cool. I liked how it kind of addressed the possibility of like there being different amounts of time that would pass. Like when they got to that one planet that was all water, they basically, I was kind of freaking out because they were basically like, all right, if we're gonna be out on this planet, like every hour is what was it, like 7 years or something, like every hour
Every
out there
hour
was
was 7 years.
Yeah.
every hour out there was like 7 years. And then they came back and the other guy was like 20 some years older.
23 years older.
I was freaking out. I was like, this better, like they better wrap this. Like, what is he gonna do? Like, is he gonna go back or is he gonna like save the day? I don't know.
When Jessica Chastain first pops up, it's like, oh my god.
Oh my! I forgot she was in this movie. Like I was just. Go ahead.
So I liked when we're reintroduced to her because she goes through, we see kind of like her maturation. We go through this period where she just won't speak to him, won't send him any like communication, and then finally when she is like my age, almost my age, I think she's like 35, 36.
Mhm.
She sends communication, but he's, I don't know, so far away, but he can't get back to her at that point. So now it's just like she's sending him, she's carrying on what she's doing all the legwork at home, but like unbeknownst to, without communicating. I think it's really like there's like a synergy, even though they're not speaking and they're not together, which was really cool. The ending, spoiler alert, like the ending, I don't know, I liked, but then like I also thought it could have just ended on a cliffhanger, and I actually would have been like okay with it. Like I probably would have been sad, like thinking he died, but that would have been dramatic. But then like seeing his daughter as like an elderly woman, and she's like, you can just let me die with my family, like that was kind of sad. I don't know. I also, was it like, were they supposed to be like romantically involved, like him and Anne Hathaway? I couldn't figure that out.
Yeah.
Like it, like you never like saw it, but there was definitely like chemistry between them. I don't know. I just think Matthew McConaughey really ate. I think he did amazing. It's not normally a movie I would watch, but like it had elements of movies that I would enjoy. You know what I mean? Like it had that dystopian element. It was a lot more emotional, I think, than other like space exploration movies. And the ending was like I could go either way with it. B plus A minus, B plus A minus, A minus.
I want to say first and foremost, Chrissy, you mentioned something earlier, and now, I don't remember what it was. Oh man, I was gonna make a comment about it, but then I didn't want to interrupt you. I should have interrupted you.
Was about the robot?
Okay. So my first and foremost thing, when they go down to the planet and they're gone for what would be 21 years, it was 21 years, so that'd be 3 hours. So when they were gone for those 3 hours and he came back and it had been 21 years, I was talking about this with Brinkley the other night, and Brinkley and I both agreed I probably would have offed myself. I don't think I could
sleep in that little water thing though.
Yes, but also you never know if they're gonna come back, and I don't want to spend the rest of my life not knowing. After 21 years. Anyway.
Yeah. Did he sleep for a while and then get up? Like, do they have to be woken up? That's another thing I don't get.
I think you can program it to wake you up. Especially you can program cars.
Because I don't know if Matt Damon was programmed. I think they got him up.
So when I first watched this movie, Kevin was correct. When I first watched this movie, I was very confused. I was very confused. The ending where you find out, spoiler, that he is the ghost pushing the books out, doing everything to prevent himself from going. That got me. And then I was talking about this, that I was like, I have to watch Interstellar. I've never seen this movie. And it wasn't until I see the books and I went, I have seen this movie. And I love it. The visual effects, Hans Zimmer's musical score.
Oh my God.
Phenomenal. One of the best scores I have ever listened to. I want to say this. I personally love that they have the right actors for the right roles. Matthew McConaughey is one of those, he can play a very serious role and then he can play a comedic role. And to see him do kind of both in this at the same exact time was really good. Anne Hathaway, love her. The visual effects, at one point, I literally, when they first started up the spaceship and they were spinning and they actually showed everything spinning, I literally went, I can't watch this. I'm about to throw up. I felt like I was in the spaceship with them and I was watching it on a television. I was like, I can't. I'm about to throw up. I can't do this. And I had to look away from the TV. I personally want to say, out of all this movie to me was an A. Great score, great everything. Couple of things I did find out while doing this. So when it came out, it received critical acclaim for its performances, direction, screenplay, musical score, visual effects, ambition, themes, and emotional weight. And it also received praise from many astronomers and for its scientific accuracy and portrayal of theoretical astrophysics. It gained a cult following from it and is now regarded by many sci-fi experts as one of the best science fiction films of all time. And I can see that because they clearly did their research for this movie, which I thought was really cool. Two other things that I noticed, and this one I noticed it, but he literally does say to Murph as he's leaving, when he's leaving home to go to the space shuttle, Cooper looks at Murph and says, "Once you're a parent, you're the ghost of your children's future," which is funny and foreshadowing because it is revealed that Cooper was Murph's ghost all along.
That's wild.
But I also had to think about it this way, and I didn't realize this until I was sitting with Brinkley. Cooper in this movie is my son. I am his wife's dad. If you think about it, this movie set in 2067. I would be 76 years old. Or 72 years old, actually. Sorry, 72 years old. So I am a millennial. That movie and that's me. I'm the dad. So
and then it went like 90 years into the future, right? Or like something like that. Like she was 90 in her 90s, like at the end. The daughter.
The other thing that I thought was really
no CGI in this movie, or is that like a rumor? Or there was like hardly any CGI.
I don't know.
It's pretty impressive, but that's something.
That was Ellen Bernstein that played the older version of her.
Oh. The other thing that I thought was really interesting, and I remember seeing this when it came out, that Matt Damon was not included in any of the promotion stuff for this movie. His name was not mentioned. He did not attend any of the premieres, except for one article in Variety magazine where he said he was cast in an unspecific role. His role was kept secret until he appears in the film. And I remember hearing about everyone going, "Did you know that Matt Damon was going to be in that movie?"
Matt Damon. I thought Rob was
kidding. What'd you say?
I thought Rob was kidding. He's like, watch out, Matt Damon's about to show up. I was like, what? But it worked. Like it worked. Then he was kind of evil.
My dad wanted to say earlier, space-time dilation. I don't remember. That was something for Kevin. My dad gives it an A+. So great movie. I will watch over. Brinkley, I know she wanted to say this. She said that that's her comfort movie.
Aww.
Despite everything that happens in it, she said
that's an interesting movie for
that's a long and like very emotionally charged movie.
Well, it makes you laugh, it makes you cry, it makes you have feelings, it makes everything. It has everything rolled into one. So, and I want to thank our viewer Allie for that. So, all right, for that movie. Our next movie, which was given to us by
I would love my own Cars robot. Just saying.
Okay, the next movie that was given to us by our recent podcast guest Hunter.
Oh my God, Hunter!
Hunter gave us this next movie. It is Booksmart, and let us take a look.
Winner, take a deep breath. Visualize the mountain of your success and look down at everyone who's ever doubted you. Fuck those losers. Fuck them in their stupid fucking faces.
Oh shit. Are we gonna go to school or?
No. What's 2 + 2?
Isn't it crazy that it's the last day of school? Are you kidding me, Samantha? Go talk to her. She's got a really cute smile. Amy, do you know how many girls are gonna be up your vagina next year? Every time I come to visit you, you're gonna be scissoring a different girl. Dude, scissoring is not a thing. Don't knock it until you've tried it. Don't knock it until you've tried it. Ow!
It's the last day. We got you through high school.
I need to go over the end of the year budget numbers.
Can't we just graduate, head off to college? That should do it, right?
We will persist.
I can't hear you. I can't soundproof glass.
We have to go to a party tonight.
What?
Nobody knows that we are fun. We didn't party because we wanted to focus on school and get into good colleges.
And it worked.
But the irresponsible people who partied also got into those colleges.
I'm incredible at hand jobs, but I also got a 1560 on the SATs.
We haven't done anything. We haven't broken any rules.
Name one person whose life was so much better because they broke a couple of rules.
Picasso.
He broke art rules.
Rosa Parks.
Name another one.
Susan B. Anthony.
God damn it.
Picture this, I'm a bag of dicks, put me to your lips.
Hand sanitizer.
Check.
Chapstick.
Check.
Mace. Listen, it is very important that you keep the safety.
Oh! Ah! There's something on! Don't touch your eyes!
What the fuck is this?
You asked the question!
Oh my god.
What can I say?
Well, that seems excessive. Shotgun. Just kidding. I don't have one.
Don't say we're having a date night. Why? It's funny your parents think we're boning.
What you two have is special.
We are going to show each other how much we care about each other.
We'll probably just do a Korean face mask.
I don't need to know all the words.
Oh, I can't get it off the screen. There we go.
Yo, those two girls crack me up.
I want to start out by saying this is one of my favorite movies of all time. I watched this on the airplane coming back from New York, and I was crying and laughing so hard. The guy next to me looked at me, and I was like, "What? Am I making you mad because I'm laughing?" They should.
Probably.
American Airlines shouldn't have put this movie on here for me to watch. It's funny. I'm sorry. Oh, you want me to stop laughing? I'm not. Like, great movie. I have opinions about it. Kevin, take it away. You go first. As always, let's go.
Oh my God, I love this movie. So Booksmart right off the bat. The thing that I really love about this film, obviously, yes, it's absolutely hysterical. The comedy is just so consistent here. So many great moments in terms of comedy. Just the friends that they encounter, especially for me at least, Billy Lord, I think, is the comedic standout of this film. Gigi, this character that is almost always on something. Like she's, constantly like riddled with drugs. She's always trying to give them drugs and things like that. She's just, she's so funny in this movie. Billy Lord, amazing in this film. But the chemistry between these two actresses is just some of the best I think you'll see in any film of this nature. They bounce off each other so well in this movie. I love the back and forth between the two of them, but also how different the two of them are. You have, for example, Molly, who is very, very work-oriented. She is so focused on getting into college. This is all that really matters to her. She's even going to this party, from what I remember, as a way to kind of, explore that further. And then you have Amy, who is kind of dealing with her own issues, where it's like, she hasn't had the opportunity to really put herself out there. She's kind of like wanting to really explore like her sexuality a bit. And I really love getting to see both of those storylines, specifically with Amy. I think it's so well handled with what they end up doing with her in this film. Caitlin Dever is just phenomenal in this movie. For me, like out of the two, I think she's probably the best performance, especially when she's in that pool and there's that girl that she really likes. It just really great scene right there. I love what they end up doing. But then again, while the comedy's great, I think the smaller moments also really stick out to me. When you have a character, for example, like, the character of Jared, who Molly kind of has this conversation with about how it's like, we're not really recognized at school and things like that. Nobody's really going to know who we are. And now they are going to remember us because of like, this party and things like that. Like, I thought there was some really great stuff. There's a lot that this film has to say about growing up. There's a lot this film has to say about going off to college and kind of wanting to grow up so fast. You don't really have the time to just kind of like, live in the now and enjoy yourself. And I like that this film has that message. It tells that story very well. Like I said, I think all the side characters are really great. I love the character of AAA as well.
AAA? I was literally just said AAA.
Yeah. You get to explore even her more, where it's like, yes, she is somebody that's known for certain things, but there's more to her than that. And I like that we get to explore that in this movie. So yeah, I think this film is just extremely well written. I think that's one of the reasons this film is regarded as right now, like probably one of the best, like coming of age high school comedies. And I think it really is due to just how great the screenplay is here. It's absolutely hysterical, but it also has like such great insight when it comes to its characters. And Olivia Wilde's directing. I mean, what a just knockout of a directorial debut this was. We don't really talk about her other film that she followed this up with. Yeah, I mean, she just does such a great job when it comes to just the directorial flair that she has in this film. It's so well realized, combining the comedy and the dramatic elements here. All of that is just so well done. When it comes to like the score and things like that, this is just a really, really great film overall. I think it's definitely one of the best, like I said, recent high school comedies out there. I remember when this came out, I actually got to see it before a lot of other people. I saw this at like an advanced screening that my theater was doing, and that crowd, I mean, probably some of the hardest laughs I've ever heard from a crowd in a movie. They were all just really eating it up, as was I. And it was a really great experience because a lot of the time when it's like there's a great comedy, nobody laughs except for me. And then when there's a bad comedy, everybody laughs except for me. So it was great to see one where everybody was collectively enjoying it, including myself. And overall, I just think this is a really, really positive film. I think it's one of the best high school comedies out there. So yeah, definitely an A for this one.
All right, Chrissy.
I loved this. I watched this like right away because I was just, I don't know, as a high school educator, any of these movies, I always like watch them with that lens. And I thought like at first, like my high school teacher lens was going off. I was like, they're seeing how low the bar is, that these kids that are like partying and like giving hand jobs in the bathroom or getting into the same schools as the kids working hard. And then I realized like it wasn't just that. It was more so like you can multitask. And like I even like will tell my students that. I'm like, what you do outside here is like your business for the most part. Like maybe don't sell drugs, but like, work hard at school. Like there's a lot more to your future than just being an influencer or flipping burgers. Like you can do a lot even if you enjoy yourself. And I think that's what one of the main themes of this was.
Yep.
I just thought it was hilarious. I thought they were both like so just so like sophisticated and smart yet like crude in the way they spoke at the same time. It was a very accurate, in my opinion, I think this was what, like 2019? A very accurate representation of like a about to be graduated high school student at the time. Especially that they seem more like the slightly more nerdy ones, but then like they weren't like, even the nerdy kids like have dumb shit to say, I loved the two main actresses.
Beanie
Feldstein
and Caitlin Dever.
You know what?
Dever. I know that name.
I'm just gonna say Jonah Hill's sister. Okay, cool. Thanks.
Oh, that's his sister.
Yeah.
I felt like they were, and like Maybe they are. Like I felt like if they were real life best friends. Like I wouldn't have been able to tell.
Now that you say that, I will tell you, Olivia Wilde made them become roommates for 10 weeks while filming this movie. So they lived together while they filmed this
I bet
movie.
they're still really good friends. Like you can tell they just like love each other. Like they just it wasn't even like it felt more familiar than even like me talking to my best friend in high school. The way they just bounced off each other. Jarrett was my favorite character though. He was just hilarious and just like a little enigma in the story. And then there were just some other like things that came in as an educator that I thought were funny, like the way that their school was set up, the way that their teachers were just way over it. Like the one teacher had to have a job as an Uber driver, like just to make ends meet. The other teacher was just like ended up sleeping with one of the kids, like right before he graduated. Hopefully he was 18.
No, he's 20 because he failed 7th grade twice.
Oh, he said that? Okay.
She goes,
remember that.
She goes, "You're 20, right?" And he goes, "Yeah." And she goes, "Okay."
She was like, "Woo!"
All right.
I think the biggest thing about this that made it good was the chemistry and like what seemed like a genuine friendship between the two main characters that translated on the screen, and kind of like Kevin said, like just how opposite they are. Like I get that when people like Rob and I are very different, and sometimes it's like the people that are opposites that are the best, like together, and they really made it work. Yeah, I think do I want to give it an A? It's a comedy, but it was like so good. I'm gonna give it an A. I would teach these students. I would love to have these students in my class. I think they were like amazing students, and they deserve that party. And I'm sorry it took them so long to get there, and I'm glad that they didn't die in the car with that pizza driver.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Biggest plot twist of the movie.
The way he was saying, he's like, "Are you sure you just want to be in here? Like, I could kidnap you. Like, are you sure?"
Okay, when I first saw it, I went, "Why was he very oddly specific about everything?"
Why was he saying it? Yes.
Yeah. Okay, but I just ignored it. I was like, "All right, like okay." So you gave it an A?
I think a really another funny thing was when they were in the Uber driver with the teacher, and she was trying to like teach her about her sexuality through pornography, and then they like hooked it up to the sound. I was dead. I was really dead. Like my baby moved so much. I was laughing so hard during this movie.
I think his reaction was that Cardi B?
Is that what he said? Yeah, it was so funny. I would give this just in the genre of comedy. I'm gonna give this like top notch. It's an A.
I want to say, I want to say first and foremost, Gigi is my spirit animal.
I mean, we get to talk about
her. And the fact that she just popped up every time out of fucking nowhere.
Yep. That's why I love her.
Like when she popped up at the party and is it Molly? Is that Beanie Feinstein's character?
Yeah, Molly.
She was like, "No, just no." And she goes,
"Oh," and then she got them all messed up, and they were like envisioning themselves as dolls. That
yeah, the Barbie doll scene, dude. That and the fact that
she
was
my god, that scene.
I want to say when she goes, "This is my best friend, and you do not talk to her that way." And then she was like, "I had sex in a graveyard," and then she was like, That's nothing with what I'm going through right now. But I think what got me the most with Gigi was when they're at the graduation and Noah Gallagher's character goes, "Gigi, give me a beat," and she's
just out. Yeah,
on the piano. I was like, "This is my favorite girl." Like, love her. This movie, the characters of Molly and Amy just really it really captures, and I'm gonna say it really captures my friendship with Brinkley. Like we are that, like when we started watching it, we realized that we were those characters. The fact that it's wild watching Kaylin Dever and Beanie Feinstein play opposite sexual orientations of themselves, really, really, really cool. Because Beanie is queer and Kaylin is not. So it was really weird watching it, and it was really cool to see them play different characters. the comedic timing was good. The comedy came at the right moments, and then like the somber moments came at the right moments. The songs also fit in with each moment that needed to happen, especially when she jumps into the pool and Slip Away is like performing. Everything fit to a T. Everything meant to it. And I kind of like the fact that the way spoiler alert, the way that it ends when she is like they're having that somber moment where like they're walking, where she's driving away and Amy's walking into the airport, and all of a sudden Amy's like, "You want to go get pancakes?"
Oh my! Oh, she jumps back in the car. Yeah,
She jumps back in the car and she's like, "I can be the last person on the plane." It's a feel good movie. It makes you laugh, and I could watch it over and over again, and I will still laugh at every single part. Great characters, great people. I love the connection that we get with the fact that everyone thinks that Jared is this party guy and he has had prostitutes and all these things, where he literally was like, I just want to fly planes and create and put Broadway shows up on Broadway. He's like, that's all I want to do with my life. And he said, stop with the revivals already. And I went, yeah, exactly. But that moment, and then when he realizes why he talks about his friendship with Gigi, and he's like, she's the only person that actually gets who I am. And that's kind of when Amy and Molly, when Molly kind of realizes that Amy was her friend, her Gigi. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know, especially Gigi doing the dead man's float in the middle of the pool. Like, he's like, I gotta make sure that's not a real dead man's float. I gotta make sure he's not dead. Overall, though, I love this movie. It just reminds me of my own friendships, which I like. So I have to give this movie an A. So yeah. My straw just broke. Okay. Anyway, can't drink that right now.
Not that.
Broken straw.
What?
I said not the broken straw.
I hate broken straws. So yeah. I'm gonna go get another straw real quick. Y'all talk for a second, and then we'll show you what's next month's movies.
Oh. Okay.
What? Do we have movies next month? I thought.
I guess.
I'm like gonna have a baby, but okay. We'll watch Bluey.
You'll just be in the hospital.
we'll watch Bluey and Miss Rachel and whatever else.
Yeah.
How are you, Kevin?
I'm good. How are you?
I was kidding. We're not really don't have movies next week.
I was looking at Kevin. I was like, wait.
I joked and said we're gonna do it from her hospital bed.
I already told her. I have already told her if she goes into labor before Tiffany's episode, she's gonna pop on while she's in the hospital bed.
Hell no.
I got a new straw.
Welcome, new straw.
Thank you guys for coming to our unedited movie review, our last unedited movie review. I think we did two really good movies to not only in season 4's unedited movie review, but 2024's or 2023's unedited movie review as well. I like I said, the next movies that we do, one of them will be the Barbie movie.
Oh my god.
I want to see it so bad.
Oh, I'm very excited.
It's coming.
It's coming. Kevin, is there anything you want to say? We're gonna run your socials here because you're leaving us because you're only here for the unedited movie reviews. But is there anything you would like to say from everybody?
This is always a lot of fun to do. I'm glad once again we talked about two movies that I really love. I hope I get to rewatch Interstellar at some point so I can have a little bit more to say. But yeah, other than that, a lot of fun. Whenever we come back, I'm excited to discuss the Barbie movie. I'm generally very excited for it, to be honest with you. Especially with what I've heard at the at CinemaCon when they got to see like a bigger look at it. It seemed like they showed even more of the movie, and from what they like from what people said that had seen it, it sounds even more up my alley than I thought it was going to be. So yeah, I'm very excited to see how that turns out. And good luck to you guys with what you're doing. And yeah, this was a lot of fun.
If you guys want to, here is Kevin's Instagram. It is at KFolk359. Is that correct?
That is correct. Yes. I remember you had it wrong for like forever, and then
we didn't catch it till like the last episode.
That's what I was like. Is it actually this, or am I lying?
No, you're right. I mean, either way, I never fucking post on there. It's like, you guys can take a look. There's like nothing on there, but yeah, go nuts.
He posts more on
the YouTube though. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to get back
more on the YouTube than anything.
Yes.
So there's that. Guys, before we go into episode 13, we have a huge finale next week. And so we decided to make a little teaser trailer for it. So,
best commercial ever.
So everyone, take a look.
Waits.
Whoa. That was a surprise.
I'm so excited for that episode to air. But before that episode airs, we have to get through the second part of our double feature tonight, which is now episode 13, which is the crazy news reports for April. And I think they're going to be fun. I think they're going to be cool. I know we have some. I got to fix my camera because I don't know why it shifted. Okay. Still not right. Am I doing it the wrong way? I am doing it the wrong way. Oh, God. There we go. We got to get through the second episode. The first part was fun. Let's get ready for the second part. Chrissy, you have some good news articles, right?
Mine are really random and funny, I think. I mean, well, one's kind of messed up. But yeah, they're funny.
One of mine takes place in Philadelphia.
Ooh.
Local.
We love it.
We love local crazy news. So you know what? Heck, let's just kick right into it. Let's go. Here we go. What?
Is that new?
No, it's been the same one all season.
Oh my God, I'm so pregnant. I'm sorry. I forget so much.
Chrissy, why don't you start us off? And then you can end us too with the crazy news.
Ooh. Okay, fun. All right, let me just make sure I have this name down because it is very Russian. Okay. All right, I think I have it. So before we get started, I have a couple like little I guess like side pieces to go with some of my crazy news reports tonight. And I was trying to find one. I remember back in like 2017, somebody had once told me they found like my doppelganger, which is like a person that looks exactly like you that's out there in the world somewhere. And I like could not find this picture on Facebook anywhere. It was really bothering me. But I remember I have one. Has anyone ever told you you have one?
No. Do I wish I had one? No.
Oh my gosh,
Do I wish I had a twin? Yes.
Aw.
Doppelganger? No. Because at least with a twin, I can get out of like doing stuff and be like, no, it was him.
Exactly. Like there's two kids that were on last season when I was like, y'all ever switch things up?
Yeah.
So there still is, but this article was only written about a week ago. Or a little more than a week ago, April 21st, 2023. And the headline is from NPR. And the highline is, a woman gets 21 years in prison for trying to kill her doppelganger with poisoned cheesecake. Now, this is just not
cheesecake.
Right? Like, I don't want to think of cheesecake in that way. I love cheesecake.
I like cheesecake. Why are you going to ruin cheesecake?
I know. Anyway. Like, why couldn't it have been? I don't know. But I guess it had to be something that she really, really would have liked. Yeah. And what's interesting about this is the doppelganger is like somebody she's like pretty close with. It was like a friend who ended up for some reason looking almost exactly like her. A Russian woman living currently in New York City was sentenced to 21 years in jail for poisoning her similar-looking friend with a sedative-laced cheesecake, then stealing her identification and other valuables. So she wanted to kind of take over her life, I guess.
Yes. So.
A jury convicted Victoria Nazarova, hopefully I said that right, 47 years old, of attempted murder and other charges back in February. The Queens District Attorney, Melinda Katz, announced her sentence this week, nearly 7 years after this made-for-TV incident. Quote, a ruthless and calculating con artist is going to prison for a long time for trying to murder her way to personal profit and gain. Thankfully, the victim survived the attack on her life, and we were able to deliver justice to her. The New York Post reports that the judge delivering Nasirova's sentence called her an extremely dangerous woman with a quote-unquote diabolical scheme, and that she cursed at him as she left the courtroom. Nasirova's lawyer, Jose Nueves, told NPR in an email that he has filed an appeal against the verdict and sentencing, which will focus on legal procedural errors and evidentiary issues that occurred during her trial. So that's kind of just what their defense plan is. The defense believes that Judge Holder's sentence was excessive and inappropriate given Ms. Nasirova's life circumstances, her mental illness, history, family support, and traumatic experiences since her living in the United States. She identifies as a Russian national and will likely be deported after her release from prison. Prosecutors argued that Nasirova had poisoned her friend in order to steal her identity so that she wouldn't have to return to Russia, and this is the big whammy here, where she is currently wanted for a 2014 murder. So, we know the motive. Yeah, first I thought it was like she just wanted her money or her fame or whatever, but no, it sounds like to me, if my true crime brain has put it together, she befriended someone that looks like her in an attempt to do this. I could be wrong. These are my opinions. Sub-article part here is called The Cheesecake Incident. Nasirova brought cheesecake over to beautician Olga Tisk's home on August 28, 2016. These two were very close in age. Tisk was 35 at the time, and they were very close in appearance. Both had dark hair, the same complexion, and other similar physical traits, the district attorney's office note said. Additionally, they were both primarily Russian speakers. Yeah. Tiskif I think I said that right, has a Ukrainian passport, according to the BBC and NBC News. Nasirova ate 2 pieces of cheesecake and offered the third slice to her friend, the BBC reports. Tiska felt sick after eating the cheesecake and then went to lie down. She was, quote, violently vomiting, floating in and out of consciousness, and terrified that there was something extremely wrong with her. Assistant District Attorney Liturgo said at the trial. These are hard names. Tiska had said the last thing she remembered before passing out was seeing Nasirova just walking around her room. It's creepy. The next day, a friend of Tiska discovered her unconscious body in bed with pills scattered around, as if she had attempted to kill herself, prosecutors said. So she was taken to a hospital for treatment. So that was, I guess, her attempt to frame it as a suicide. But she knew, she remembered seeing her walking around before she passed out. Federal law enforcement agents decided to test the cheesecake residue in the empty dessert container as well as the pills found on the floor. Both came back for phenazepam. Yeah,
that's right.
Phenazepam, which prosecutors describe as a highly potent sedative. It is available prescription in only Russia, but not controlled in the U.S. So she laced a slice of cheesecake with a deadly drug so she could steal her unsuspecting victim's most valuable possession in this life, her identity. This was not her first brush with the law or with poison, authorities say. She is accused of killing her friend, Ali Oleskanko, and stealing her life savings back in 2014 in Russia, as CBS News reports. The following year, Interpol issued a red notice for Nasirova's arrest for murder. In other words, a request to law enforcement worldwide to locate and provincially arrest a person pending their extradition or surrender. Nasirova was arrested in March 2017 on charges including attempted murder and grand larceny.
Damn.
The following year, right? This is crazy. The following year, speaking to CBS News from Rikers Island, she said Russian police were framing her for the 2014 murder. And finally, she states, I am not a killer. I'm woman, only woman.
Damn.
Wild. Cheesecake.
Sorry. Okay. So, okay. That's... Do you have pictures of the people?
They were in the article, but I can try to find them.
Okay, hold on. No, yeah, sorry. I just don't know if I have them.
Oh, wow. Whoa. Okay. They're calling her a dominatrix when I look her up. Okay, so here's...
Oh, do you have pictures?
I found a couple, yeah. Okay, wait. Let me save these real quick. Sorry for the delay, guys.
I called it the pregnancy brain.
Yo, it's so bad. It's so bad. I'm forgetting kids' names and stuff. Oh, just get me out of it. Just get him landside. Shout out to Sherry for my awesome presents. Okay. Okay, so I think...
Hold on. I think I can find it.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna find it here because I have it right here.
Do you get the one of them too, next to each other?
No, but I have pictures of the cheesecake on the ground. Oh, I don't have pictures. I don't have pictures of them. I just have pictures of the cheesecake.
Here, can I screen share real quick? All right, so
yeah. This is why we like live episodes. Oh my god! Please change it before it's a picture of me on the screen.
Is it you? Okay, hold on.
You're okay. You're screen sharing.
All right. Did that come up okay?
It's so tiny.
Oh, spoiler for the next
goodness.
one. That's for the next one. Okay, let's try. Well, that one might be a
Oh
little.
wow.
Weird. So that's I think the one on the left is Nasirova. That's a similarity.
Okay.
And then the one on the right, they do look. Their eye color's a bit different, but they do look really similar.
Wow.
Yeah, it's and then this is like, I guess, her friend. This is one's a little. Oh wait, I can zoom in a little bit. It's a little blurry with the zoom in, but I think the one is her friend here, and then her mugshot. So they look a little bit different with her in jail there.
Well, then I found this picture, and I can share this one of.
I think I just unshared, right?
Cool. Yeah, you did. And then I can share this picture of the cheesecake box.
And there's the cheesecake box with the drugs.
Dang. All right. Are you ready for mine?
I'm glad I don't know that doppelganger.
All right. Let's go on to mine, shall we?
Let's do it.
All right. All right. Bringing it up. Okay. So I got this from Fox News. A school ID from purse that had probably been stolen returned to owner after 40 years. So it says a bag holding the personal belongings of a teen from more than 40 years ago has been retrieved after being found buried in a yard. On April 13th, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police announced the discovery and returned the purse that contained a student identification card dated 1981 to 1982. The police department wrote how Lori, the purse's owner, was contacted, but who thought there was a mistake or someone was playing a joke on her. She said, "How could something from 41 years ago still exist, and why was it surfacing now?" The RCMP wrote in a recent news release. Well, as it turns out, the ID had been found on March 27th, 2023, in the backyard of a home on Uplands Drive. The RCMP said a nearby homeowner was apparently digging a fence post in his backyard and noticed a very old, crumbly purse. And here is the old, crumbly purse.
Vintage.
Yeah, vintage. 40 years old.
Vintage.
Okay. Inside, the homeowner found a Wellington Junior Secondary School student ID card belonging to Lori, who declined to provide her surname to police for privacy reasons. Not knowing if it was associated to a missing persons case or not, he decided to turn the items over to the RMCP for safekeeping. After police tracked down Lori, she was emailed a photo of the ID card, RMCP said. "I'm thinking the purse had probably been stolen and the thief had dumped it in a hole," Lori said. "Over the years, I probably just forgot about it." Lori then reportedly called her childhood friend to share details of her being reunited with the school ID. The discovery afforded both Lori and Teresa the opportunity to catch up and share a few laughs from a time in their life that had become nothing more than a distant memory. Earlier this month, Lori, who currently lives in a community south of Nanaimo, a city on the east coast of Vancouver, visited the RCMP department and retrieved her long-lost ID. And here is that long-lost ID.
Oh my, secondary school.
1981.
And she, oh my God. So she's probably like 20 years older than I am.
Talk about a blast from the past. Ugh.
That's wild. They recovered all that.
Exactly.
I saw a story about like a library book that had like an overdue fine being returned after like a similar amount of time.
Yeah.
It's wild. I was like, what was your fee? Did you even pay it? What happens if you don't pay your library fees? I don't know. I had a library fee of like $22 this summer. It was wild.
There's one of the girls that I work with, they were talking about a library book that she still has from 4 years ago. And apparently if you keep it for more than a year, it becomes like $100 fine.
Oh my God.
And it's been 4 years since she's returned it, and I said it better not be $400.
Yeah, what happens? That's wild.
At that point, I wouldn't return it because how are they going to fine you?
Right. Like, do they just give up? I don't know.
All right. You ready for your second one?
Yeah. Okay. So we have had a few instances. Okay, hold on. Let me get this prepped in the right way. Okay, cool. Hopefully that works. Okay. So over the past couple of years, we've had a few instances of the name Kyle just like reoccurring either in the show or like in reality television history or in the media. The first thing I can think of is if you remember back in 2021, I participated in Survivor Philadelphia, and the whole entire first episode, if you watched it, the Brains tribe thought that there was a player named Kyle on their team. The player actually turned out to be Jake, and they spent a good portion of their strategy time deciding they wanted to vote out Kyle, but he doesn't exist.
So how you gonna vote someone out who doesn't exist?
We'll take you back down memory lane here real quick.
One. My name has been mentioned. Hannah is like another one. I'm trying to get it on Kyle.
It's okay.
King, who was supposed to be on our show but couldn't. Tyler.
There's Isaiah who
Since
compiled this.
Melissa and Kyle are sort of on the outs, I think they know that. I think they're going to start trying to like do something else. It is for sure.
There's Jake, aka Kyle.
And trying to set.
I'm trying to vote for Kyle. He's not on our tribe. He's not even here. There's no Kyle, but I tried. And hopefully it's you and not me.
And when I came back, everybody was saying, we're voting Kyle. And then I found out that Kyle was Jake. And then all of a sudden, we get to travel and it's me. Guess that's how it goes.
Oh, my.
Justice for Rowan. Another. Did that come up? Did this come up? The picture?
Oh, I stopped screen sharing. Sorry.
Okay. Okay. Last thing, another instance of Kyle that you may remember is when we had in Big Brother Canada 11.
Whoa.
I'm sorry,
bring up the
Big
picture?
Brother Canada 9 and 10. We had Kyle Moore, and then we had Kyle Moore.
Because all it is right now is that.
Well, okay, no biggie, but I don't know.
Kyle Moore, you had it. I remember seeing it.
Oh yeah, I definitely had it. All right, Chrome tab. Well, that's just going to share the thing.
Go to where you had the paint.
Yeah, have it up. Window. I'll try one more time, and if it doesn't work, it's no big deal. Did it come up there?
No.
All right, no big deal.
Okay.
We had Kyle Moore and Kyle Moore. Kyle Moore from Big Brother Canada season 9. Kyle Moore from Big Brother Canada season 10. And it was such a big deal that there were two Kyles. So we've heard the name Kyle a lot over the past few years. And the odd news article that I found, which was actually just published yesterday, well, published a while back, but recent, April 24th, is the city of Kyle. There's a city named Kyle in Texas, is going to attempt the world record of the largest same name gathering. And this event is going to be called Calling All the Kyles. So Kyle, a city in Texas, will need more than 2,325 Kyles in attendance to break the current record. So Kyle Moore, if you're listening, you should
go to Texas.
And it is coming up this month in May. If your name is Kyle, please consider, this is from Fox News, please consider making your way down to Kyle, Texas this May. The city of Kyle, located 20 miles south of Austin, is attempting to break the Guinness World Record for the largest same-name gathering. Fox 4 News Dallas-Fort Worth reported. On Sunday, May the 21st, the city will need more than 2,325 Kyles in the city of Kyle at 4 p.m. in order to break the first name only same name gathering record.
Damn.
Right? This is wild.
Come on,
The current title holder of the town is the town of Kupreski Kasi, located in Bosnia, according to Guinness Book of World Records. This town saw 2,325 people named Ivan come together on July 30th, 2017. The gathering of the Kyles will take place on Sunday, May 21st, and there is no cost to go. I would hope not, because you need a lot of Kyles. Those named Kyle who hope to attend are asked to gather at the Lake Kyle Park on the last day of the Kyle Fair. According to the event flyer titled "The Gathering of the Kyles at the Kyle Fair A-Tex Extravaganza," posted to thecityofkyle.com. This will be the City of Kyle's fourth attempt at the record. Dang. So they really want to do this. There is no fee required to join. The only requirement is the participant's name must be spelled like the city Kyle, Kyle. Various iterations of Kyle, such as Kyler, Kyle spelled Kiel, or Kylie are not accepted. The flyer states middle and last names will also not be accepted.
Damn.
Individuals of all ages may participate. Should I change the name of my baby? No, I'm kidding. Individuals of all ages may participate, and parents are asked to vouch for children without identification. Those named Kyle who hope to participate in the record-breaking effort are instructed to sign in at the VIP tent before the group photo. The flyer states the Kyles in attendance will also receive a free Kyle Fair T-shirt of their choosing. And I think that's it. Oh wait, this is the. Hold on, I think I can get this to come up.
I wish I was a name Kyle.
Kyle. Okay, yeah, this is. I think. Did that work? Okay.
Yeah, Kyle.
This is from the article of what the T-shirt looks like. It looks like Kyle is the pie capital of Texas, and this will be the logo on their
T-shirt.
Ooh. Yep, and then this is their like city.
Kyle.
So if you name Kyle Moore, if you watch this, anybody named Kyle. I'm trying to think if I know anyone named Kyle. I think I know a couple people named Kyle.
All right. One last news article, crazy news report for the year 2023.
A couple people named Kyle.
So this is also from Fox News.
This is the last.
What?
This is the last news report until I come back in a long time. Oh
yeah, this is the last news report until 2023.
And as it should be in Philadelphia. Let's go.
All right. This one is from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Here we go.
God, what did we do? Okay.
Philadelphia police investigating after a trailer containing $750,000 in dimes broken into a Walmart parking lot.
Yo, what Walmart? This is wild.
I'm going to show you the images real quick. Run those through your screen.
Oh my God. Yo. Oh, and they somebody stole them? Oh my God.
Wow.
See, the thought of picking those up right now at 35 weeks pregnant with my sciatica, no, bye, girl. I've been done.
Okay. So this article states An unmarked trailer containing $750,000 in dimes was broken into in a Walmart parking lot in Philadelphia. The piles of loose change were found scattered across the lot early Thursday. So this was on April 13th. The trailer was parked in a lot in the... All right, Chrissy, you ready to Google? You ready to Google Maps this? Here's the address. You can tell me how far away it is from your house.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
4300 block, so 4300 of Byberry Road in Northeast Philadelphia.
Ooh, Northeast.
Can you bring that up on the computer so we can see how far away it is?
The Walmart Supercenter came right up. Hold on 1 second. Map 2.
We love it when there's a local one so we can Google it.
Yeah, but north is kind of far. Or north. I used to work in North Philly. Northeast is even a little further. It's about a 40-minute drive.
Is there a Google image? Okay.
So that would have been good to keep up. Wait, where'd it go?
Yeah, it would have been.
Well, okay. Based on what I know, I'm about right here in media. And it's like...
Okay, here, type into search Google Maps, type in 4300 Byberry. There it is. Okay, can you do the can you click on the red dot? Okay, click on click on the photo itself. And then grab the photo and rotate. So like grab it and there we go.
Walmart's got to be around here somewhere. I think I saw it.
Walmart has to be back there.
Yeah, I think it's got to be part of this like complex.
It's probably over there in the corner.
And when Walmart Supercenter here, there it is. That's the back of it. It looks like because
the back of it.
I think because it gave me an option to go right there.
Wait, hold on. Rotate the camera.
Ooh, there's a motels there too.
Philadelphia Mills.
Oh yeah,
Walmart. There it is.
Oh my God, I haven't been down there in forever.
There it is. You pass it up.
There's
all the birds.
There's the Walmart. Okay.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Wait, scroll around again.
The other way?
Yeah, go to nope, other way. One more time. Look at all them chickens.
Oh my God, they're going for the dimes.
Okay. Well, that was cool. All right.
I haven't been down this area in forever. All right.
So, aerial images, which I already showed, captured by Fox 29 in Philadelphia, shows the coins strewn across the ground near plastic buckets. When the trailer appeared to have been broken into overnight, it was unclear how much of the $750,000 in dimes were stolen. Investigators told KYW-TV that at least $100,000 in dimes was believed to have been stolen. The truck had come from the Philadelphia Mint and was heading to Florida, according to the station. It is unclear why the trailer was parked in the lot. No further information on the driver was provided, and SWAT personnel were at the parking lot investigating. No further details are available. Wow.
I've never heard of that. That's wild.
That's crazy. Crazy.
$100,000 in dimes. It's like 2 years' salary. Just in dimes. That's wild.
Well, that's it. That's our last crazy news.
That's a wrap.
So earlier in this double feature, I mentioned about how Lena from Birkin Brewing Company made some incredible no-bake cookies. I have yet to try one. So part of the Birkin Brewing Company no bake. So ooh, they're chocolatey and they're delicious. I like them.
Shout out Lena.
Shout out Lena. Guys, that's the end of the double feature. Woo!
Oh my God, we've been here for a minute.
So guys, before we get going, before we end this shebang, next show is on May 11th. That's next week. It's the season 4 finale with Tiffany Mitchell. And it is an interview that has been in the vault for about 5 months now.
Yeah.
Some things are outdated. I'm gonna say they're outdated.
It was like
now
right before Christmas, like literally.
It was right before Christmas. We filmed back-to-back things that time. But guys, that is next week, May 11th, 7:30, 6:30 Central. We are back to our normal time. This week was just a fluke because of the double feature. We wanted to get a couple episodes more in before we could end it. Chrissy, is there anything you want to say to the people watching who stayed on for almost 2 hours now?
Thank you guys. If you watched the whole thing, I definitely enjoyed both these movies this week, different perspectives, and found some crazy news. I'll get to see y'all one more time before I dip out for a while, but I hope that everyone is well, and thank you for all your well wishes. And go Phillies.
If you want to follow us, our Instagrams are...
My Instagram is at crosmac_4. My dogs is at Kalula_pup410.
Are you at my dogs?
My dogs. She's outside. I'm literally watching her outside right now.
My Instagram is at jhanton. If you guys want to follow Kevin, his is at kfault359. Or you guys can follow him on YouTube at Kevin Fault. Our Instagram is at CJ Unedited Podcast. And remember, guys, next show, May 11th, season 4 finale with Tiffany Mitchell. And it's our final episode with Chrissy in 2024 as of now. 2023, that's what I meant.
I was like, wait, hopefully I'll be back by the end of 2024 year.
Until next week, though, stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy. I need to clear this banner off or else it's not going to go away. And remember to live your guys' life 100% unedited. Bye.
Just watch me breaking your sweat. You're falling.